Okay, so I have these two full bags of yarn. Let me give you some backstory. I'm from Canada and I lived in Ontario. And I got a job for the summer for my school. It's going till the end of December in Vancouver, which is on the other side of the country. I mean, I was so excited to go. I was like, let's do it. I really wanted to go. I really wanted to experience this new city. And I knew that I wanted to bring all of my yarn because I didn't want to buy any yarn while I'm here. I have to pay for, rent, groceries, all that stuff. So I didn't want to have to buy any yarn. I knew that I had so much yarn at home that I was just like, why don't I bring all of my yarn instead? And so I packed it all up and it fit into these two like big winner's bags. So this is what I have. But I have a time limit. I am going back in December and it's already August. I haven't done like that much crocheting because it's kind of taken a little bit to get used to everything. I mean, I'm still working full time. So it's not like I have so much free time that all I'm doing is crocheting and knitting. But I do want to use up as much as I can of this yarn before I go back. Or I just want to challenge myself to not buy any more yarn while I'm here, and the tutorials and projects that I work on will just be from what I have so that I go back with less. I did do like a project already working with the yarn that I have, and I'll show you that right now. But it's this scrap yarn bag. I posted a tutorial for it. So cute. I used a lot of bright colors for this, a lot of medium worsted weight yarn, and I just doubled it up to get these bright colors. But it's so cute. So that was the first project that I've completed, like doing my yarn challenge, not having to buy any more. But there are a couple projects that I do need to buy yarn for. The first ones are just my parents. For some reason, they always know somebody who's pregnant, and the only person they ask to like make them a baby blanket is me. I have like 4 baby blankets that I have to make for them. So that's the only yarn that I have bought since I've been here, but I will exclude that from the video. I just wanted to preface that. And the second project, I wanted to make something for my birthday. My birthday's coming up. It's at the beginning of September, so in like a few weeks. Yeah, I wanted to make something for that. So I do have to buy, I think, just one color of yarn for that. But the other colors I think I do have, so that should be fine. Those are the only like 2 kind of projects that I needed to buy yarn for. Other than that, I'm not buying any more. You heard it here first. That's it. So I'm gonna walk you through everything that I have. I mean, I could sort it by weight of yarn and then kind of like within the weight of yarn, the color. All right, so a lot of what I have on top of my bags are what I used for this scrap yarn bag. So it's all of my like extra acrylic yarn, some cotton yarn as well. But I think I'll separate that kind of in a different category. I have so much acrylic yarn because it's so cheap, so affordable. I don't mind working with it. I only really use them for my cat hats, which I had made on my Etsy because I find they're a good like hat material. So I had so many colors for that. I will be here in the winter time, so I might make some more stuff for like winter because it's summer right now. It's very hot, and working with acrylic yarn in the summer is a bit difficult because it's more of like a warm fiber, and cotton is more of like something that you would work with in the summer and that you would wear in the summer. I'm always looking for new projects to do. It would be so helpful for the comments to like include some stuff of like what I could potentially make. I am gonna like go through my Pinterest boards and look through some of the projects that I have on there, kind of like try to plan out my projects in the next couple of weeks using the yarn that I have. I don't know how my yarn collection grew so much. I don't know. Like I said, I would buy yarn specifically for one project and then I just like have that yarn left. I'm a big thrift store shopper, and every time I would go to the thrift store, they have such a big yarn collection there. They would have such good prices for the yarn. So I would buy like a bundle of yarn and you get 5 or 6 different colors in there. But then I end up with so much yarn. I have a lot of blues and greens. I mean, I love those colors. Not a lot. I mean, I have a lot of bright acrylic yarn, but I don't have a lot of bright other color yarn. Like I'm more of like a kind of muted neutral tones, like earthy tone type of person. I love those colors. So those are kind of just like the colors that I normally buy for yarn because those are the projects that I like to make for them. I bought this yarn once because I made like a Coraline doll of myself, and I was trying to find one with my hair color, and this one was like the closest one I could get. I mean, I did color my hair a little bit recently. I put in just a hair gloss. But my hair is naturally like more red auburn kind of shades, and I did have some highlights, but I found like this perfect color for my hair color. But like the thing is I only used like a few strands of it because like I didn't need to use a whole ball. If you've ever made crochet plushies, I think it's called chenille yarn, something like that. I just call it like fluffy yarn. But this yarn, I have so much, and it takes up a lot of space in my bags because it's so big. Like, look at how big this is. If you're making a plushie and you need like a black for like the eyes or something, you have to buy the whole yarn, and then I just never end up using it again. Like, I end up with so much extra, and I don't know what to do with it. I actually like underestimated how much I had. This is super overwhelming. Oh my god. Okay, this yarn is beautiful. Definitely gonna make something from that. Like, this has got to be its own category. Some t-shirt yarn left, which is cute. I like t-shirt yarn. Oh my god. I hate this yarn. I'm sorry. It's like a salmon color, and it's like way too bright for my liking. Anything that I would make with it, I probably wouldn't like because I don't like this color. I buy so much because I want to make sure that I have enough for the project. And sometimes you buy an extra like ball of yarn and you don't actually need all of it. You just need like half of it. And then it's like, I don't know what to do with the other half of it. Mohair. I've got some mohair. Okay. That's one bag completely empty. It's really overwhelming. Like, I'm genuinely like, oh my gosh. Ah. Okay. We're gonna power through. We're gonna keep doing this. This is a good exercise to do and to make me like aware of how much I actually have. Okay. Guys, I have so much. Oh my god. This is the first yarn I ever had. Like, when I first started knitting, I think I was 9 or 10. And like, this was the first yarn I ever had. So like, it's actually crazy how much like I've just accumulated over the years. Like, it's insane. Second bag empty. Super unorganized amount of what I just pulled out of my bags. My poor couch. Okay, I'm gonna try to organize it now, like by section and color. So stay tuned. Let's do this. This is my cotton yarn section here. Lots of blue, some like orange and pink. I have this huge white one and some black yarn for cotton, and then some cream that I haven't even opened yet. So I've got a bunch of cotton yarn. Then moving on to my acrylic yarn. This is probably my biggest section of yarn. I've got many different colors, literally all the colors that you could think of. Red, orange, yellow, pink, some blue, a lot of like big purple ones, lots of cream, some brown, and gray and black. So lots of like neutrals, a couple brighter colors, but those ones are pretty small now. This is my big fluffy plushy yarn. I have a bunch of different colors, kind of used for random projects. My like pumpkin color, red. I have another small red one that's like slightly different shade, and some pink, some other pink that's super small, a cream, which is slightly different than this white, and then a black, green, and then a couple small blue ones and a couple small gray ones. So that's my plushy yarn. I have my wool section, mostly like blues, grays. But yeah, that is my wool section. My finer yarn section, I like to say. So I've got my crochet thread, green, black, white, and cream. Pretty like neutral colors for me. I love green. I would classify that as a neutral for me. And then I've got like this cream that I haven't opened, white that I haven't opened either, and then some black. And I have my mohair here. Green, of course, green is a common theme. And this like purple one, this grayish one, and this gray one. And then I've got my t-shirt yarn. This one I thrifted actually. I haven't used it. Gray, a lighter gray, like a little bit of a lighter gray, couple army green colors, a white and a pink. And then my last section, I've got my miscellaneous section. So these ones I just kind of grouped in. They were maybe like weird colors or didn't really belong to any of the other categories, like kind of like interesting thickness, or like, you know, there's got like variety, different textures. So I kind of grouped it like that. Like it doesn't really fit into the stereotypical like acrylic yarn or any of the other colors. Probably my most like, I don't know what to do with this section. Now that I've organized all of my yarn, I'm gonna work myself through like what I can do with it. Potentially taking in all of the projects that I have saved on my Pinterest boards and like all of that stuff. I'm back and I have been doing some research on Pinterest and coming up with some ideas of what I wanted to do for my next projects. I have saved some for the winter since I will be here until December, so I need to use up some of my yarn through the fall and the winter. So I do have some like winter projects, but I'm gonna try to order it in the way of like when I will actually make them realistically. So going on my Pinterest now, I organized it by what I would do with my acrylic yarn, what I could do with my chunkier yarn, what I could do with my wool, my thread, just kind of like stuff like that, so I could organize like what yarn I needed for each project that I was thinking of doing. I had it in my mind now that I want to do my next project with t-shirt yarn. So I figured out some ideas of what I could do potentially with that. I have my 4 colors. I have white, the 2 army green, and then a pink color. In my crochet board, I've got a couple bags. I found one that was like super fairy core, which I love a good fairy core inspired project. And I realized I had this like in my miscellaneous section. It's like a green, pink, like literally all my favorite colors in a ball of yarn. And then I have this white one. If I mix them together, it could create this beautiful yarn that of a bag that I saw on Pinterest actually. So I think that's gonna be my next project. There are some like other options for t-shirt yarn bags, these chunkier styles, ones that kind of go like outwards, this keychain thing that was pretty cool, or these like little boxes things. Probably end up using more of my acrylic yarn in the fall, but I was thinking of, since I did this scrap yarn project with my acrylic yarn and it's knit, I was thinking of doing a crochet version, kind of like similar bright colors. I also did a very similar one before when I was trying to use up my scrap yarn. Moving into some more like accessory pieces, these little like crochet scrunchies I thought were super cool. I've never really been into the look of crochet scrunchies, but as I was scrolling on Pinterest, I realized that they looked super cute, and I've been wanting to like spice up my own style a little bit, and like adding like a little bit of crochet within my wardrobe would be super cool. As well, I've been seeing these crochet shorts to make them solid colors, striped. In the fall, I think leg warmers are super cute. I could knit them or crochet, they could work either way. As we get more into like the winter time, any sort of scarf is good. There's some that are very multi-colorful, some that use kind of like same color palette, so whatever would work for that. And then similarly, my cotton yarn works really well with bags. Granny square bag I think would look so cute. Any sort of granny square bag is so cute. I found this beautiful skirt on Pinterest. It's like a pink skirt with like some floral detailing on the bottom. I think that would look so cool. However, I don't really have a lot of one type of color of yarn. I only really have like that huge ball of white yarn. So I was thinking, if I make a similar skirt using that white yarn and then maybe having a different color for the flowers at the bottom would be cool. And then as well, like a floral bandana. I like that idea. Little like crochet shawls. Seeing these crochet shawls everywhere and they look so beautiful. I have a good amount of thread actually. I've got like the black and then that light green and then a white color. I think I want to make a little like crochet floral bra strap with my crochet thread. I don't know exactly how that will work, but I really want to try because I think that would look so cute. So I do have like some ideas of like plushies that I could do. I mean, I'm gonna do like a pumpkin with this orange color in the fall. For my birthday, I'm gonna do a little plushie. I'm not like super big into making plushies. I think they're super cute. I really like the Jellycat inspired ones. I think they're adorable. I mean, I've never really had any other purpose to use my thick yarn before, but then I saw these scarves on Pinterest using that yarn and I thought they looked so cute. And then I can also use that like for the wool that I have. It's more of a thick, probably the similar thickness to like this yarn, so I could do like chunkier scarves. It's not fall or winter yet, so I'm not really in the winter mindset of crochet, so I've kind of just saved a lot of summer stuff for now. My next couple of projects will be this one, like the t-shirt yarn, some sort of t-shirt yarn project, and then I'm gonna do another version of this scrap yarn bag but crochet, and then maybe like a crochet shawl with the crochet thread. Yay, I'm excited. I'm actually really excited for this challenge. I've never like actually done anything like this before, and I think it'll be really good for me to branch out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna try to keep you updated. Obviously, I mean, I'm still working basically a full-time job and living in a new city, so like I want to experience this as much as possible. So just be patient with me. Like I might not always have updates for you or anything like that, but yeah, thanks for following along to the journey. I'm excited.